good evening, good evening, and welcome to Build Your Best Life. I'm Coach Deborah, and I am excited to have you here with us today because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to join us. Great evening, Bradye. How are you?
I am well. Glad to be back. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great. Can't complain. It's all good.
Right.
Yes. So thank you all. I see Deacon Holmes out there and Dan. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to have a fantastic topic for you today. Make sure you all like, share, comment, and thank you all so much for everything that you do for Be Your Best Life, your prayers, and those likes, comments, and shares. We love it, love it, love it. And I cannot believe what we have 9 days until Christmas. I cannot believe it. Is it 8?
I don't know. I don't know. At this point, doesn't even matter. It'll be here in less than 2 weeks.
Yes, most definitely. But I was thinking, I said, during Christmas time, a lot of people go into lots of debt, and it's, I mean, having financial literacy that's important 24/7. But I know this time of year and vacation time, a lot of people get themselves into some traps. So tonight we're going to talk about how to avoid traps at
Mm,
any age, at any age.
yes.
So you don't have to be uh, 30, 50. You can be a teenager. You can be a young adult, but need to know how to avoid those debt traps. So we're going to get into that. But first and foremost, I know Brady's been on here before, but I'd like to hear from you to see what you've been doing since you've last been on.
Okay. Yes, it's been a while. I was looking. I think it was maybe July, August, but glad to be back. What have I been doing? I have been trying to end the year strong, right? I'm trying to end the year strong. I'm trying to end the year debt free. Been working, raising kids, and hey, just doing what I do, working again and pushing my book. I'm a published author and just preparing for the upcoming tax season and helping people with their finances and just trying to close out this year with clean books.
Sounds good. I love it, love it, love it. Well, I know people are being very, very busy, so we're gonna get on into this topic, how to avoid debt traps at any
Yes.
age. And if y'all have any questions, comments, put them in the chat because we are talking to the guru of
Yes.
finance.
Oh my gosh. Woo, that's a strong title.
Woo.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna start out simple. What
Okay.
exactly is a debt trap and why is it so easy to fall into one?
Okay, so let's break it down. First things first, a debt trap is when a person takes on new loans to pay existing loans. So if you look it up, that's what you're going to find. It's also a financial situation where a person becomes stuck in a cycle of borrowing. So think about a trap, right? You get stuck, you're stuck in a trap, you're stuck in a cycle of borrowing. For me, I call this shuffling money around. Where you're moving money around but never actually becoming debt free. You
All
think
right.
you're paying one off, but you're not. This is truly a debt trap. And why is it so easy to fall into one? What I found in my research, I have three things: lifestyle inflation. Okay, so what is that? Same bills, but they have all increased. Okay, how many of us can attest to that? Like internet bill maybe used to be $40. I know now it's like 85. Okay, for our young people, because we're talking about build your best life and these young boys and young men. Otherwise, car insurance. Car insurance is so high. Every time it's time to renew, mine go up. I haven't had any claims. I haven't had any incidents, but
Right.
because the city and where you live, your phone bill, especially for our young people, a lot of them don't have a lot of bills. But maybe when you first got that phone, you had maybe out here we have Metro PCS or that little $30-$40 bill. Now we've upgraded to AT&T and Verizon and or different ones, and it's the same phone number, same unlimited coverage, but the bill has increased. And the second one I would say is we revert to old habits, old spending habits subconsciously. We're not even aware of it. So these are two things. And here's the third thing, which is why it's so easy to fall into a debt trap: social pressure. And this definitely speaks to our young people, all people really. Borrowing to maintain status or keep up appearances, which that always can lead to overspending and debt.
All right. That'll get it.
Yes.
Especially that social pressure, I tell you.
Yeah, the social, but even the most common one, coach, is lifestyle inflation. A lot of us
Mm,
think about it like me. I've been in my home this year, December 16th, be 9 years. Today, oh, today, my 9 years, okay? When I look at, I'm a very detailed person. I keep a spreadsheet. I can tell you every bill since for the last 10 years. And I look back, the same bills, but it's amazing how my monthly spending has doubled, because everything, groceries has went up. It used to be a time where I could do groceries on a payday for $100. It's $300 now. Like, so it's like the same bills, but everything has increased with the economy. So a lot of it is hard to avoid.
yeah, definitely. And like you say, it keeps going on and up and up and up. I think about that commercial where you got everything flying up in the air, the gas pump, the eggs, the milk, because everything's going up.
And it's the same items, because usually when we do our little grocery runs, we do our same items, except for around this time of year. But you do your little grocery, milk, bread, whatever, whatever you. And I'm like, I'm buying the same things. And I know I used to spend just a quick run in 40, $50. It's like $60, $70. And you may think, okay, $20, $30 increase is not a lot. But if you add a $20, $30 increase on everything that you've had, that piles up fast.
All right. I know every time my husband goes to the store, because he's the one that goes to the store, he comes back, everything just going up. And then him and my daughter were talking about bleach, but she said I had to change from Clorox because they just too expensive. And so they were
I'm
saying
like, it's bleach. It's just bleach, and it's like so much now, right?
it
Right.
says almost $5. I cannot believe it.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Oh, almost $7. Thank you so very much.
Yes. He said, let's get that clear, because it's not five anymore. I mean, almost $10 for a household product that used to be a couple bucks. So a lot of it, you fall into the debt trap, because if your income is not rising with the inflation of the prices, you see a lot of it is hard to avoid.
Right. Most
Hmm.
definitely. I got it now. Yes. That makes a lot of sense.
Hmm.
Yes. So, why do you think young men and teens are especially vulnerable to modern debt traps like buy now, pay later, and these different apps and
Hmm.
credit cards?
Yeah, and it's a lot of them out there. You got the Afterpay, you got the Klarna. All of these are buy now, pay later, where they can break your payments up. Even when I just make my light bill, my electric bill payment, my bank account asks me, "Do you want to split that into 4 payments?" It's easy to fall into, and I think for one, I had instant gratification. Now, these buy now, pay later services, these services make it easy to delay the pain of a large payment. Right.
Mm.
So just say the ladies want a bag, a handbag. It's a couple $100. It's easy to pay $25 up front and go ahead and get it, and then pay it out, right? Our young men, they want to dress nice, look nice. Just little things. It's the buy now, pay later, and the different credit cards and these afterpays, and I call them extended payment options, where you can pay it out over extended period of time. They make, you're not feeling the pinch of actually having to work or maybe save something from each pay period, and actually saving for it to get it. We're getting the instant, okay, I want it now, regardless if I can pay for it or not. And then the second one I had was, it feels like a safe or smart purchase, because you're not spending all of your money. You get the item, and then you still have money saved. So your subconscious feels like it's a win-win situation. I got the item. I didn't leave myself for broke. I can pay it out. $25 a month is nothing. And we feel like we've made a smart purchase, because we've been tricked and conditioned into the whole plan situation. So I think, and this is really, really appealing to our young people, our young men and our teens, because it's pushed so much on TikTok. It's pushed everything you purchase online. There is an option, almost probably 80%, to pay it out, to get their credit, even if your credit is not good, and just, get it buy now, pay later. Just like you mentioned, get the item now, pay it off later.
Right. And like you say, it's getting so prevalent because I went on HSN to get something. They want you to break it up in payments. No, I don't want to break it up.
Right. But
I'll
think
pay
about
for
a
it.
young person. You and I are disciplined like that because we have families. We've raised children. We have families. We know that, okay, let's just go ahead. If you have it, pay for it, right? I come from the
Right.
old school. My parents, my dad didn't have credit cards. If you don't have it, you don't need it. If you pay for it, he didn't believe in carrying a note on certain things. But we are looking at a generation where all they know is to pay it off, because it's harder to just pay things off now or to pay it all up front. So like when you did reach out to HSN, okay, if I'm gonna go ahead and pay for it now, let's go ahead and get it out the way, because I don't like monthly bills. But for
Right.
our young people, it's so much easier to just break it down. And it's like, oh, I won't even miss that money. I spent $20 at McDonald's, but they're not realizing the interest and then the amount of time and things like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And like you say, and the consumers, I mean, the um, businesses make it just so simple. Even PayPal now, because I always
Yeah.
just pay mine through PayPal, not PayPal. Do you want to break this up? No.
I mean, like, and I didn't even know since when does Cash App and PayPal offer an option to break it up, and I see that now. It's like everybody, and I guess for them on the business side, they're staying competitive with all
Mhm.
these other services, and I understand that from a business aspect, but it's really keeping us in poverty. It's keeping us in debt, and we're never paying it off. Or if we are paying it off, we think we've really done something, but we've paid more than, almost two times of what it cost, and then that's just another bill hanging over your head every month.
All right. Yeah, and that's what they want us to do, stay in debt.
Well, the borrower remains slave to the lender, always, right? That's biblical, that's
Always.
scripture.
Always. Oh, wow. All right. If you have just tuned in, we are having a great discussion on how to avoid debt traps at any age, at any age. So if
Mhm.
you just came on, you need to go back at your leisure and look at the entire broadcast.
Yes.
And please share, share, share. This is information that we can all use, even though we may be following good principles or whatever.
Mhm.
Reminders are good and things change. So we need to hear the new stuff as well.
Right. Agreed.
Yes. And we have Bradye Robinson here with us, and she is a financial expert. So she is here to assist and help us. So, Bradye, we often hear, good debt versus bad debt. Can you explain the difference in a way that our young people can understand what that means?
Yes, I would love to talk about that. Well, first, I'm gonna give a disclaimer. I don't think any debt is good debt, right? You knew I was gonna say that, right? I don't think any. However, I truly understand the conversation around it. Because let's be realistic. Let's be in 2025. Let's be cognizant of what things cost. Cost of living, rent is at its highest. We're talking about our young people here. So I do want them to understand. I understand the conversation around it and how it can be deemed as good or bad. Now, I would say that good debt may be viewed as something that will enhance or improve your future. An example may be the purchase of a home, right? Maybe it's your first time home, you're buying a home at an early age. You're getting a business loan to start to launch your business and you're really serious about it. Also, now I'm going to say this one, but I'm going to say do your research. But buying stock, that could be a good debt. You're gonna buy that because you know it's a thriving stock if you can get play into it. But I quote, do your research on that one.
Mhm.
Bad debt, I would have to say, would be viewed as paying for things that don't grow, things that do not grow, like credit cards. Nothing grows but the balance. Personal loans, right? For our young people that's gas happy and they want these new cars, new car payments. Get the same model a couple years older. It'll save you so much money. I mean, about 15,000, right? It'll save you so much money. And an easy rule I give for my young people that come into my program or they reach out and get consultation is I would always tell them, ask yourself, will this debt help me make money or grow my money, or will it cost me more money in the long run? Ask yourself that. So will it grow, will it help you make money? Maybe if you choose the right stock. If you purchase a home, you begin to build equity, things of that nature. But bad debt, like the credit cards, that's only gonna cost you more money because you will pay out more if you're not paying the balance in full every month.
Mm. Yes. Those are some good questions. Will it help you make money?
Will it help you make money, or is it going to cost you money in the long run?
All right. All right. And I'm going to tell on myself. I did this probably a couple of years ago. I was in the store and she was like, do you want to use your credit card? And I was like, no, I haven't used it in years and years and years. I don't want to use it. Yeah, but if you, no, she says, you don't even have it anymore. It's been closed. I said, okay, that's no problem. I got it. No. But if you, open it back up, you get 25% off, plus you get another 15% off. I did it like a ding ding, and after I said, boy, if Brady could see me now, I'd be in so much trouble. So I said, I'm not going to do that anymore, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I always shop online, but I had a doctor's appointment last week, so I stopped by this mall.
Okay.
Went in there, had a little stuff, ready to pay for it, had the money. And she said, you got a credit balance card? And I was like, yes. You want to use it? No. And then she said, what's your phone number? I told her. She said, you don't have it anymore. You haven't used it in years. I said, no, I don't. Because when I get the card, I take it and put it in the drawer. I didn't.
That's what I do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then she said, well, yeah, but if today is the perfect day to do it, you get 25% off plus another 20% off. Me and my silly self, I did it. I was like, oh my God. I said, you know what? Why did I do that? I know I'm going to pay it all right back. I did that. So I waited a couple of days, looked at my credit score. It had gone down 9 points.
You see that? That's good. People, if y'all are listening, she just gave an awesome testimony. That is so true. Do you see how fast but guess how long it takes to get your credit score up 9 months? 9 points. You can drop your credit score with one swipe. Isn't that something? Yes. Just a few days. You didn't even let it go a full billing cycle. So what if you would have waited till the billing cycle? It probably would have dropped about 15, 20 points. So you got that 25%, right?
Yeah, I did.
But I've done the same thing. I did that for Old Navy. I did that back to school shopping. And the discounts for using the card are really good because VIP member or credit members only, credit card holders only. I've done that. You get 30% off. Then they give you these coupons. So I'm getting like 45% off. And then you can't even go in there and pay it the same day because it hasn't posted. Well, by the time it posts, your credit report will get wind of it. Maybe not the same day. They got me like that too.
Okay. But this time I saw that credit score. I think I learned my lesson this time.
That you know what? But I bet you won't do that anymore because you're aware now and you saw how fast. And think about it. It's hard to get that score up. It takes a minute. So yeah, but that's okay. My mom used to call that's a bought lesson. You pay for that lesson.
Yes. Oh, okay. What are some early warning signs that someone is getting caught up in a debt trap?
This is good because I want all of us to really take some time to look at our lives and look at our spending habits and kind of just, do an evaluation. Perfect timing. We're ending the year, right? We're going into the new year. We're going into the new year strong. Some people may do resolutions. Some people may have plans or, visions or things like that. But ask yourself, are you doing these things? One, are you only paying minimum balances? That is truly an early warning sign that you're about to get caught in a debt trap. If
Mhm.
you're only paying minimum balances or just maybe a few dollars over the minimum balance. So just say your credit card comes, minimum payment due is $35. You send them $50, you think you're really doing something, but it's really not hurting it because the interest is just as much. The second thing I would say, that's a warning sign. You're looking around to consolidate loans or borrowing money to pay off existing loans. Again, that's that whole shuffling money around, right? So now we're like, okay, well, my credit card is 18%, but this credit card is offering me one for 12%. We're moving balances around and we think we're saving. Yes, you're saving a little on the interest, but if you're not paying it off, you're still gaining the debt. The third warning sign for me would be relying on credit cards for your daily use versus your debit card.
Mhm.
Now, you made a good point earlier when you said that you had the money and you still use the card. It's something about giving up that hard earned cash. If you have cash and you have a card, 9 out of 10, we go for the card. So you have to watch that. These are warning signs. Warning come before destruction, right? That's in the word in everything that we do. So that's a huge warning sign. The fourth one would be your monthly expenses exceed your income.
Mhm.
Now we're getting to where your whole check going to bills and you're still not enough. And that's real for so many people right now. If your monthly expenses are exceeding your income, that is a huge warning sign that you are caught in a debt trap. And the last one I have was no, you don't have an emergency savings.
All right.
And most of us don't, right? And when I say emergency savings, that's 3 to 6 months of your expenses. So just say your bills are coming to about 3,000 a month, 4,000, whatever, 2,000 a month. Have at least 3 months of it because studies are showing it's taking 90 days to 6 months to find another job. So if something were to happen, you have a cushion where your bills, your lights won't get cut off, your car won't be repossessed, your insurance won't be canceled. So that definitely, when I find that my clients do not have an emergency savings plan, I know that they're definitely in a debt trap.
Okay. Okay. Y'all hear it now. I hope y'all
Yes.
listen.
You're getting the warning signs. Look at your life. Are you paying your minimum balances? Are you shuffling your money around? I mean, really think about it. Are you relying on your credit cards? I had a client that told me their credit card bill runs them about 3,000 a month and they just pay it. He told me, he said, we do everything on our credit card, I guess to get the points or whatever. So even if they have the money, they use their credit card for everything. And that was their way of tracking their expenses. But what happens where, well, I don't have to pay them the 3,000, I can pay them 2,000. So now you're carrying over a balance. It made sense because this is what they spend in a month. I mean, they pay all their bills on it, their food, their gas, everything on it. But that's too risky for me because it's too easy to not pay that balance in full.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Now I do that with my Amazon,
it's
but
yeah,
but I went in there and it's on auto pay, but that
mhm.
auto pay takes in the entire balance every month.
That's good. That's good. That's a good habit. That's a healthy habit to have because as we're talking about the debt traps, we want to build health. We want to give our viewers healthy habits. And that's what I would consider as a healthy habit. And it's automatically set that way. Just like you had, like for me, I have my insurance for my car automatically drafted. I know I won't be late on that. I know it's going to be paid. Think that's a very good healthy habit that we can implement to maybe replace some of our bad habits.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause, you can get crazy on, well, I can get crazy on Amazon.
Same
Amazon.
here, because
So
and I'm gonna be transparent with you all. I don't like that, but I have Amazon. I have an Amazon card. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm transparent. But I do this once when I make my purchase. Soon as I get my ship notification, I go and I pay my balance. I pay my
okay.
balance. And it helps my credit card because I'm giving you guys a tip. I'm paying my balance before the statement date. So just say, I'll get, and I always wait till my stuff shipped just in case. I was like, let's make sure I'm gonna get it. But soon as I see that, I go in there and I pay it off. So while I'm shopping on Amazon, I'm looking at my cart and you see your balance. You know if you have it or not. So I'll be like, okay, I really don't have $200 to spend. Let me take something out or let me save it for later. We got that handy dandy button on there. and
Right.
I will pay it. And once I place my order, then I get my notification shipped. I go right in there and pay it. I go right over to Credit Karma and look at my credit score, and paying on your credit card more than one time a month and before the statement date does increase your credit score. So
Oh,
that's how that helps. So soon as you make the pay, because it's not staying at that balance long. So by the time the credit bureaus run it for the month, they run it once a month. They'll see that you charged on it, but you paid it right back. So it's keeping your debt ratio low as well. So that's a way to help get your credit up. But you just have to be balanced and disciplined to do that.
right. Yes. And yeah, I know you know this, but like you said earlier, they want you to stay a slave to the debtor. But
Yes.
another thing they'll do is, and they think they're hurting you, but because my husband does handiwork,
Mhm.
handyman work, I said, well, let's get a Home Depot car so that way,
Yes.
what. So, but we paid it off, and then we wouldn't use it. A lot of months. If
Mhm.
you don't use it in 2 months, we're gonna lower your credit limit. Well, go ahead and
Yes.
lower it.
They'll lower your balance. They will. I mean, your available balance. They do that. I noticed that too. They'll lower. That's an incentive they're using to get you to use the card.
Hmm.
And dealing, and when you mention contractors, because I have a lot of clients, tax clients that are contractors. They use their Lowe's and their Home Depot cards, and that's their way of keeping their receipts. So they can give, they can, for their businesses, things like that. So, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, I'm here to help everybody understand. I understand the conversation around it, and it makes sense, right? But if you could just get you a spreadsheet or a notepad, write down your expense, things like that. You don't have to rely on the credit card because they're going to want you to keep using it. For
Hmm.
contractors need a big available balance, because what if Dan gets a big job?
All right.
You know, and now you're mad because I haven't used the card in a while. You dropped my $10,000 limit down to a 3,000, but I'm going to remodel a whole kitchen.
Right.
So it's almost like a catch-22. They're very crafty with keeping us in debt. Yes,
They got something else.
yes, yes. That's why they're in business, right?
Right. And doing so well.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So, what practical steps can someone take today to break free from a debt trap that they've already fallen into?
Okay, so get your pencils ready, get your pen and paper ready. I came up with four things. Yes, let's make sure I have four things on this one. And this is something I say over and over again. Know how much your monthly bills are, and write out a budget. I'm big on that. I right now today, I'm old school. I have an Excel spreadsheet. I have every single thing that I pay every month, and then I have lines at the bottom for, like, my son Letterman's jacket. Well, that's not every month, but that's a big expense for one month. So I have, oh, I added there. I track. I can tell you probably where 90 to 95% of my income goes. That makes me feel better. That's my security, because I work hard for mine. So to look up and where did it go? I mean, that I got tired of those days. So first things first, know how much your monthly bills are, and write out a budget, or download an app. There's the Every Dollar app. It's a lot of apps, whichever one. And those apps are real good, especially for our young people, because they track your spending. Every time you spend something, it's connected, and it'll track it for you. So you'll have a food category. Okay, this month I spent 300. It even have fast food. I spent 200 on fast food, and I spent 500 on groceries. We can't do both. We gotta balance it out. My second tip, I would say, know your total amount of debt. The number one thing when I sit down with my doing the free consultations with my clients, they have no clue as to how much debt. They may have an estimated amount, but they really don't know until we start going through it, writing it down. Do you have student loans? How much do you owe on your car? Do you have a personal loan? What's your credit card balance? What's the total balance on your home? And a lot of people just kind of, oh, it's rounded up, but they're not really knowing how much debt. So that would be my second, takeaway. I would say, as a practical step, know your amount of debt. The third one, stop using credit cards today. I like how you said yours in the drawer. I'm like you. I don't even carry my cards. I don't even put them in my purse. I do have a Discover card. I use that for travel. I don't travel that often as much as I used to, but I don't even carry it in my wallet, because when I do, it's so many times I'll see that card and I know that I'm in between paydays or my debit card may not have that much. I will opt for the Discover card every
Right.
time. And then I'm already knowing I can just pay this out. Okay, I'm gonna charge 200. I pay 50 this week, 50 that. So I'm already playing the game in my mind. I'm tricking myself, right? I'm hurting myself. So that would definitely be my third one. Stop using your credit cards today. Take them out of your wallet, take them out of your purse. And four, pay off your smallest amounts owed and go from there. It doesn't make sense. I get it. I understand. But it gives you a sense of self gratification, right? So as humans, we do want to feel like we've done a good thing or we've made a good choice or we've made good decisions. It's a small win, but it feels good and it gives you momentum to go to the next. So just say, like me, I like my favorite jewelry store is Zales. I love Zales. Coach Deborah, they have some sales right now. They got 70% off, and I love Zales. Went in the store. What did they do? Talk me into getting a credit card. Okay. What I did was, when I was sick of debt, I listed, I had 3 credit cards, all 3. I started with the smallest balance first. It felt so good when I paid off that smallest one. And then my credit score went up. And so that gave me momentum. So I was like, okay, let's do the next one. And before you know it, I paid those 3 off. So I would suggest pay off your smallest amounts owed and go from there. And it'll give you the fuel and motivation you need to keep going.
Yes. All right. I hope you got these tips.
Yeah.
Said if you tuned in after we got started, please go back and check it all out because this is amazing.
Yes, thank
Hey, you
you.
don't know what you don't know.
Right, right. And a lot of it we know, it's the same information recycled, but we need refreshers. Okay, here's a great example too, Coach. As ladies or just people, period. We all know what to do to lose weight, right? We all know watch your calories, okay? Watch your fry food, whatever. But we do so much better when we hear someone else give it to us in a organized format.
All right.
Everything I've told you, you've heard before. You've already known to pay your balances off in full. You already know to have 3 to 6 months. But when I lay it out in a plan, that's what I love about Build Your Best Life, because it's definitely a blueprint for success. We give you the tools in an organized fashion to help you become successful for what you're trying to do. Because our young people, they're on TikTok, they hear about it. But when we organize it, explain it to us and explain it to them, and you and I both share our real life testimonials, it makes it more personal. Also, it makes the viewer feel like I can do that too. And
Right.
that's what I want us to do. Use this platform to help people, truly help people.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for those tips. As we get ready to close out, I got another one for you.
Okay.
If you could give teens and young men one long, one lifelong money rule, what would it be? One lifelong money rule.
Okay. I had to think about this one. And I said, let's keep it simple, but let's keep it honest. I would always say tithe, or if you're not a tithe or give, same thing.
Mhm.
Build healthy spending habits, beware of debt traps, save and invest at an early age. If I could do it over again, young people, I would have been investing in my 20s. We heard about it. We thought we had time. Well, I'm here now. I would have had 30 years of savings behind me. I mean, think about it, if I would have just truly, truly taken it serious. So
All
if
right.
I could give what I want to leave with the teens and our young men, a lifelong money rule: give, build, beware, save, and invest. That's give, that's your tithe. Build your healthy spending habits. Beware of your debt traps. Save and invest young.
All right. I love it. I hope I got that right. Tithe, I give, build, beware, and save.
Yeah, and invest early. Invest early. Invest early. I know you, and you probably as well as I do. I know people that are really scared about their future, really
Mhm.
scared about retirement. You have, what about the widow? Okay. What about the single mother?
Right.
What about the hardworking couple that just, I mean, they've had an honest living, but everything has went up like we talked about. And but
Exactly.
the one thing they may not have done, they weren't able or didn't know how to invest at an early age. We don't, a lot of times we don't know how to invest or where to invest. Do your research. Start with small stocks if you want to invest in your company 401k.
Please.
Get your high yield savings account. Here's one for everybody does Cash App, everybody does Credit Karma. I opened the savings account with Credit Karma. That's a small little step, but it gives me 6% interest worth versus my regular savings account is like 1%. It's
Mhm.
not a lot, but if I'm a save, I'm on a save where they're going to give me a little more.
Right.
So if you, we're using these platforms, but some of these platforms do have the high yield. Like I know you check your credit unions for your bank accounts. Young people, go to your credit unions and get your credit unions for your bank. I have the big major brands too, but I had to make sure get with a credit union. You know, look at the high yield savings accounts. It's so many. Just Google high yield savings account. If you're gonna have a savings, put it in a high yield so you're getting a little bit more. Because savings accounts don't give you a whole lot. Look at different savings bonds. Look at different things that you can do. But we have to start preparing for our future instead of just living for today, because things are not going to go down. The houses, I don't think, are going to go down. I don't think insurance is going to go down. So we have to kind of rise with the occasion, right?
That's right. Yes. So that's why you have to be smart, smart about this.
Mhm.
And here at Build Your Best Life, it's all about basic principles.
Yes.
Financial literacy is one of our five basic
Yes.
principles. Uh, we need to be smart about it.
We
It's
do.
not about, how can I get rich and get the most money as
Yeah.
fast as I can. No, it's what are you going to do with it once you get it,
That's true.
once you earn it?
Yeah,
And
and just like if the title of your platform, build your best life, build it. It doesn't say disappear, right? Like it's here. It's like build it. So build it, and it's a little at a time, and you build it, and you listen to the principles that this show gives. I love when you have the speaker symposium. I love when you do that. You give the blueprint. So just listening to the different topics of this show definitely give you the steps, and you just layer it, layer it, layer it, layer it. And then you become a better adult, a more responsible person, and more happy with yourself. Build your best life. That's why I love the title of your play. I love it. That's why every time you ask me, I'm like, yes, yes, because we actually have an opportunity to build our best life. Yeah, we may
right.
have had an unfair hand given to us. Lemons have been thrown at us, but we do have a chance every day to build a better life, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the more you learn, the more
Yes.
you grow, the better opportunities that you have to build your best life. You can
Build
you
it.
can do it.
Yeah, you get. I mean, that's actually a benefit. We get to build our own. We can with and then you have a whole show that gives steps and practices and principles on how to do it. So, it's definitely helping the community.
Well, thank you, Bree. And I see my friend Sabrina on here. It's so good to see you. Yes, and I think I saw Orzi as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Hi, Coach Pastor Ricardo.
You passed the hey PR.
Yes, yes. Oh, so it's just amazing. So I love it, love it, love it. And I'm always saying, I got to get Bradye on here because we
I
can not
love coming.
get enough of financial literacy. We can't not.
Definitely. I love it. And the year is ending, guys. We have time. It's not over yet. We have time. Get your plans together. Write it out. Write it out. I
Right?
challenge you. Write out two things. Just two things today. Two things. Two things that you want to be better in 2026. We have time. Let's end the year strong. Let's get focused. It's time to get focused and get serious.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brady was the bomb, as they used to say back in the day. She's the
Yes.
bomb.
Thank you. I love have fun on your show.
Yes. All right. And make sure that you tune in if you are available on Thursday. I just found out I'm going to be on by myself, but it's Let's Talk About It. And my topic is going to be New Year, New Moves. So here, there's an opportunity that you can start. This is one example of you learn some financial literacy tips. You can start using them in this new year. You don't have to wait till the new year. You can start now. But start building, start, writing down, taking notes. When you hear something good, say, hey, God meant for me to hear that. Write it down and take heed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know who needs to hear this, but you bought what you're going to buy for Christmas. It's enough. I had to tell myself that. I'm walking around the store looking for more stuff to buy for our family Christmas party. And I had to tell myself, you have enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Go. Just go. Whoever needs to hear this, I'm talking to you. You've purchased enough. It's going to be wonderful. It's about the birth of Jesus, and it's about friends and family. We've bought enough. I think we've bought enough. I'm serious. We're finding stuff to get now, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. I was on this morning. Oh, okay.
Oh, that'll be nice. They'll like this. Yeah.
Look at that.
But I love it because it shows that we do have a heart to give. And this season is nostalgic. So we all, it makes us want to give. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we have to just remember life goes on after this. And I think it was led in my spirit to say, somebody that's listening, you've bought enough.
All right. Thank you for that. Yes. That's good. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. And hey, it's not too late to share this. Yes. If you have not shared it, please share this. Please, please, please. I beg you, because, I don't like to see, our young moms, our young men, going through difficult times when they don't have to, making bad decisions, but sometimes they don't know what they don't know. But if you share this information, at least one person that you share may get it. So I appreciate it so much. And again, thank you, Bradye, for being available.
Anytime.
And I know you got an email. You may not have seen it yet, but
I already saw it. I saw it. I was like, yes, okay.
Yes. So I appreciate you. Always love having you on. And I'm always talking about, Bradye. I know Bradye's in Dallas, but when she's on, she always talks some good stuff.
Yes, thank you. It's my pleasure. I enjoyed the podcast. I love watching it. I actually send this to my mom. She's not on Facebook, but I always send them to her. And I enjoyed it. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Coach, for being on. All right, everyone. Take care. I hope to see you Thursday. Hope to see you before Christmas. But if I don't, please have a safe and blessed Christmas. And remember what Bradye said, you already bought enough. So be safe out there. Enjoy family and friends. And don't forget about Jesus, because he's the reason. All right. So everybody be blessed, blessed, blessed. I love you. Remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan. It's our commitment. Be blessed. Good night.